So, what is up, you guys? It's been a while. Hold on, let me do it right. So, what is up, you guys? It is your girl, Velli, and welcome to Velli Entertainment today, baby. It's been a minute. And I'm sorry. Hey, I be trying. At least I be downloading some shorts sometimes here and there, you know. But first of all, how are you guys doing? Oh, is she? Oh, but no, for real. How are y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing well? Y'all doing well? I hope so. But me and you out the box. Be quiet. I love you, but be quiet. Anywho, as you see, your girl is a preggers. She's got the belly. This is my firstborn, my lovely, my pumpkin, my pies, my oodle, my Miko butt, my bubbas, my bubbalish. He is now 2 years old. Exactly about, I want to say 27 months. So a little over 2. Spunky little thing. He's a good kid for real. He just is energetic as fuck. But anyways, quick rundown on my life. So yeah. This is going to be my first baby girl. She's due February 24th. And your girl is going to be getting married this year. So I'm so excited. But yeah, my man, he's top tier. If you know anything about Zodiac, of course, y'all know Mama's a Cancer. And my man, he is a Scorpio king. Love him down bad. He's a Scorpio just like my son. I love it. It's so cute. It's literally so cute, you guys. My son's birthday is November 13th. And my fiance's birthday is November 12th. It is so cute. A lot of money on me. But super cute. I love it. They're my Scorpio lovey bugs. I couldn't have asked. Yeah, could not have asked for anything better. This is my sweetie, my lovey, my pies. So yeah, don't mind his hair. I have to moisturize it still. But yeah, anywho, some quick rundown. Another great thing is ever since I had to lose my job at the hospital, which that job was okay. I mean, I was doing healthcare, so I mean, if you know me, you know I love healthcare. I'm actually going to be going back to school to finish a program, start and finish a program. I'm not going to tell you guys which one. Move in silence. I know that's right. So yeah, move in silence, honey. You're so cute. And that's what I'm going to do. And it does take about 3 or 4 years to get that license. But once I do, I'm going to be making like around 30, like the high 30s to possibly like $44 an hour. And honestly, I'm going to be so excited for that. Like, I cannot wait. And then I have something else that I really want to do that I've been wanting to do. And next year I'm going to take full advantage of that once I can get back into the training for it. Life's been going good. Life's been going good. It's gonna get nothing but better, honey. Especially because I'm tactical. I am calculated, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I don't know about you. Anyway. So yeah, pretty much. So let's get into it. So what this video is really gonna be about is how goofy niggas are. How motherfucking goofy, manipulative, reverse psychology, motherfucking smart. Kind of smart narcissists, but not all the way. Not smarter than me still. It's just so funny to me, like how they're funny as shit, but they're fucking not. And you loser bastards, I be seeing who it be. You loser bastards be fucking clapping on and cheering for these clown ass niggas, bro. To the ones that don't and actually hold niggas accountable, thank you, because I see you too. I see the people that be in his fucking loves and likes section and his laugh section, and I see the ones who don't give him praise for his bullshit because they know the real. So thank you for the people in his life that don't praise his bullshit. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. But let's see here. I just need to use this because I'm not good at editing. Oh, another thing is my fiance has to help me get this together. Once I get a laptop, but I'm definitely gonna start doing some reactions. It's gonna be like totally a reaction channel too soon here. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on my life. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on the fun things. I wanna have a family section and a reaction section. So I'm gonna be doing that very soon. I just have to get everything in order. So here we go. Oh, I'm so nosy. Okay. So to me, it's just super duper uber fucking funny how niggas say shit like this. Oh, let's put them on full blast because I can't do the whole, you know how like people be like putting fucking shit up on the screen and shit like right there. I can't do that. So this is as good as it's gonna get. Like you can see it, but it's backwards. And I'm sorry. So, let me think. Basically, I'm gonna just read it to you. And I'll show you too as well. Actually, let's just flip over the camera for a second. So funny, right? This is the sperm donor to my son. And it's just... Yes, this one right here has to be like the funniest one just because he says, damn, who this sound like, right? And it says a narcissist creates chaos but demands peace in return. However, when me and him were together, he took a test. He even fucking admitted to me how he's a narcissist, right? So, okay, self-proclaimed narcissist shares this and says, damn, who this sound like? Well, bitch, I guess you. Ain't that silly? You are weird, bitch. You are weird. You're so weird. Oh, let's just get into this more. Let's get into this more. So let's see. He also says, I love when someone speaks on me like they know what the fuck they talking about and be completely wrong. Shows me exactly how much of a dump you are. Laughing my ass off, right? You're laughing your ass off, but I'm really laughing my ass off. Why? Because they're probably fucking right. Whoever it is. And you're talking about shows me how much of a dumb fuck you are. Like, dude, you're like the most ignorant scum on the fucking planet Earth, bro. Like, mind you guys, this is the same nigga. Hold on. I'm gonna read y'all mine in just a quick second here because this shit is just so funny to me. Let me show y'all something real quick. And so first of all, you guys know I have ADHD. So like, I'm trying to stay like properly on task with everything. I'm sorry that my son is running around and being super loud in the back. I'm trying to be louder than him. But it can only, he's just super excited right now because mommy's home from work. So let's see. Let's turn this over. This is me, and I'm saying, because this is literally what just happened. Today, he was to go to court. He had to go to court and explain to them why. And he actually was supposed to bring some sort of payment, if possible. If not, it would be, worse consequences. Because the last time he's paid child support was like October 3rd. And then he lied to me saying he got a job and that he was going to go to the front of the court and start paying, and it never did. I had to go through, let's see, literally all the last of the holidays by myself. So hang on about that. So like, I had to literally sit there, we had to go through, shh, Baba, be quiet, honey. Halloween, Thanksgiving, my son's birthday, Christmas, and New Year's, all by myself. Like, again, of course, I had to do it all by myself again. Love it here. You know what I'm saying? People be worried, acting like they be so worried about their kid, when in reality, they're not. But they try to make it seem like it on their social media. And I think it's super duper funny, bro. And I'll get back to that and show you exactly what I mean too as well. So back to this. I said, this dude is literally so funny. Had the audacity to laugh react to my message the last time I asked him, did he want to come and get our son, his son, on 3 different days and which days would work. But now that he has court, all of a sudden he removed the laugh react. Too bad, buddy. I already have it screenshotted. And that's very true. I definitely have that shit screenshotted because what up, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're weird, bro. Like, you're super duper weird. But this is your guys' buddy. This is who you guys love, right? Yeah, all you toxic ass people. That's who you guys love. Any hoodle. So let's see. This is the best part because it's also a follow-up to another screenshot I'm going to show you guys on his social media that makes him completely fucking ass backwards to what he's on saying. He's contradicting his own self. I could show you guys so many screenshots of this being like toxic and being like nasty towards me for just trying to care about our son and be cautioned for him and his safety. So yeah, here, let's go into it. So I said, keep playing those games, buddy, because I can't wait to get this lawyer so that I can really put a stop to all of this. Very true. Trying to manipulate situations I see, blind as a bat, but kept refusing to also wear his glasses for the safety of our child in the car, who was only 1 year old at the time. And then had the audacity to show me he thought he was cool or something after he dropped off my son, went back to the back of his car, popped his trunk open, grabbed a bottle of Patron, and took a nice big gulp. Then has the audacity to be asking me why he's gotten pulled over 3 times in 1 week before. Like, bro, probably because you don't wear your fucking glasses, you blind itch. And then secondly, because what the fuck? You drink and you drive on top of it. Like what the fuck? Oh, but this is mostly when he was going out of town to see whatever girl he was seeing. The one that he was also prioritizing over getting his son sometimes when it was a scheduled, like, was a, between me and him. So, here we go. So, like, bro, this shit is literally unbelievable. But this is your homie. This is who y'all ride for. Literally, and every time I've ever had a concern or wanted to have conversation about our son's safety or just pretty much anything, if it wasn't, what he liked to hear, he would get super nasty, super combative. I have all the evidence, and that's exactly what I was just telling you guys. So just know, if I haven't let him pick up his son, that's why. Like, it's not for no fucking reason. I'm not being bitter. I'm not being whatever. This nigga don't want to help financially, and then he's always wanting to be disrespectful, cop attitudes with me, be nasty about shit. I've even told him he didn't even have to work. There's been times when, like, he was like, oh, I just wanted to make sure I do have some sort of money just in case he needs something. And I'm like, of course, food and, whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, not a problem. I'll just pack him some food and some extra food, no worries, I was trying to help him out and shit. And there was just one time when I couldn't get him over there because he did run out of diapers, and I had to wait for my fiance to get paid that night, to be able to go run and grab him some more. So I was kind of just thugging it. Give me 1 sec. Okay, sorry, literally did have to shoo my son away for a second just because he won't chill. As you see, he will not chill. He's still being loud in the background. But, yeah, it's been super hard for me. And like I said, I just couldn't do it in time. I couldn't get the diapers in time for him to get him that day. And I felt like he was, like, super mad about that. And I was like, well, dude, it's not like you're sitting there like, oh, well, maybe I can ask someone to borrow a couple dollars to get him some diapers just for the time being, and then you could have came and got him. You're the one that's kind of making everything difficult. And then he talks to me crazy. If I need to do another video on that and showing you guys the screenshots of him talking to me crazy, and when I was literally just trying to, like, it's like there's no winning. There's no winning with a narcissist. If it's not like you sucking their fucking dick or clit, then you're just it's over. It's wraps. Like, so that's just what it is and what it's been. But I love the self-projection that he does on his Facebook especially. And I'm sure he does it definitely on his Snapchat and his Snapchat stories and shit as well, because I used to see him do that. Self-proclaimed. Like I said, he knows he's a narcissist and he knows what he's doing. And he thinks he's smart about it. And he's smart for the ones that don't pay enough attention. And that just want to believe him. And I get it, because the way he puts it, it kind of makes it where it's like, it's hard to believe. You don't know what to believe. So I got y'all. And like I said, if I need to do another video like this and show y'all the screenshots of some conversations we've had where I've definitely tried to just be nice and make things happen as much as I can, and him making it completely impossible, I will. I will build a case on you, buddy. Like, even through the fucking internet. So, here we go. Back to what I was saying. But yeah. So, yes. I have all the evidence, like I said. So just know, if I haven't let him, I already said that part. The only time. So yeah. The only time he ever wanted, hold on, where I'm at, to get him anyway is just enough to make it seem like he actually is around. And also, like, when his family wanted to see the son, that's mostly, especially like holidays and stuff like that, or special events or birthdays of his other nieces and nephews. That's definitely when he wanted to get him. It wasn't really like on a routine basis. It wasn't on like, it was always to show him off and to show the world that, oh, he's this father of the year, right? Okay, so yeah, that's what I know. I'm not stupid. So yeah. Anyways. So yeah, just enough to make it seem like he was actually around. That man would prioritize everything else, though, over his son. I'm no dummy. Every situation is very different. And that's when I said, so try not to compare yours to mine, because you're dealing with someone different. A lot of people's co-parenting situations are very different, but not too far off when you're dealing with a manipulative, narcissistic person. And I think it's super funny, like said, because I can tell lately he's been trying to manipulate that. And I will even show you guys my page and what I'm all about. So, yes, this is me and my fiance. Peace over drama and distance over disrespect. Why? Because I literally don't have the mental capacity to deal. Like, I will literally go insane. So yeah, no, I stay away from drama. I stay away from confrontation and everything, because I don't want to end up in jail. So basically, yeah. Happily engaged, mommy of D'Amico Amir, my baby. MPD awareness, narcissistic personality disorder awareness. I know it very, very well. My dad has it. I feel like that's why I was cursed to end up with someone like him. And for so many years wasted, because literally my father was that. So yeah, frugal living, because I'm all about like penny pinching and living within your means, and yeah, I'm all about that. Chosen child, very spiritual, aged soul, lethal wisdom, boom, 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 blah, da, bop, bow. That's on me, baby. And so actually not sure why it's not popping up right at the top, my pinned post. From my fiance's page, but let's see. I went ahead and sent it to myself anyways, so I can show you guys. Well, I'll send it to him. So this is what should have popped up right there as well, right at the top, pinned. Top 5 mind games narcissists play. They pretend not to understand, deflect, attack, which reactive abuse, victim of narcissist is now the crazy one. Now they're the narcissist, actually. Now they're the narcissist. To the narcissist, deny plus distract / manipulate. They have to manipulate the situation. They have to basically kind of reverse things and do that. You know, to try to make it seem like really it's that person. But really it's that motherfucker. So, psychic reading, being told how you feel, being told how you think. Narcissists think they've got you and it all figured out. No way they can be wrong. One-tracked thinking, closed-minded. Very much so. They like to reframe a lot. If the narcissist gets cornered, you have the evidence, receipts against them. You know absolutely what they have said / what they have done is absolutely wrong, and they can simply reframe the situation altogether. And that is exactly what he's been doing. And I see that, especially as of lately, December up to now. Now tell me, I just gave y'all these gems. What gems are y'all getting for them? Not shit. Don't be an enabler. And then, of course, I've got 12 likes on it. He said, you know, shit is really sad, but so true. Facts. 5 shares. Sorry, excuse me. But yes, there's that. Pretty much. So yeah, that's just about me a little bit. I don't play that shit. I genuinely don't play that shit. So yeah. Don't remember which way I had it, so it's gonna be like all over. But yeah, so back to what I was showing. What's back with the screenshots. And it's just, these are super fucking funny to me. Super fucking funny. Like, you guys have no idea. Excuse my dry lips. But yeah. Like, this is just so stupid to me. So, why don't women ever admit they lost a good man? That takes accountability. Now, if I were you ladies, and this man is your friend, beware. Beware. Because this man has had 2 very good women. And on top of that, probably have talked to other really good women. And he plays himself right out of it. And he turns it and he manipulates the situation just like he did just here. That takes accountability. Right. Says the person that literally cannot take accountability at all. Like, at the fuck never. He could never take accountability when it came to anything in a relationship. Maybe he can take accountability when it comes to life. Maybe as a friend, maybe as a family member, maybe as an associate. I don't know. But like when it comes to him being in a relationship, oh my God. This man is a demon, bro. Like, this man is like literally a demon for the shit that he's saying. And this one right here, I absolutely love. Like, let's get back to it. So, he says on this one, December 30th, 2025. This is what I don't understand. If you and your baby mama / baby daddy are broken up and there's absolutely no bullshit, no drama, no arguing or anything, just the other person trying to co-parent, let that shit happen. Pause. Okay. So with him saying that, let's dissect this out. First of all, okay, yes, me and him are no longer together. No arguing or anything. Ooh, that's where you're wrong, because there had been too much disrespect on your behalf that you have started and not had taken accountability for at all. Again, he likes to flip these situations. He likes to make it seem like exactly what the other person said is what he's like. I don't even know. Like, he flips everything. And I think it's absolutely comical. He flips everything. So, yeah. Just know that there was drama. There was bullshit. And there was combativeness, especially on his part. So, when he said, yeah, just the other person trying to co-parent, let that shit happen. Like, I literally seen him do the same shit with his other baby mama and me. He's, like, literally the worst. I don't know if she agreed to that or not. Even though she's told me, you know, pretty much agreed with me. And told me that she left him because of how narcissistic he is. And it's very true, like. Anyways, I just think it's so funny. And y'all should have seen how he took care of his daughter very poorly. So yeah, let's see here. Back to it. So yeah, and then he said didn't work out. So yeah, there's a child in the equation now. Only thing that matters is the child and being able to respectfully co-parent for that child. Like I said, he doesn't know how to respectfully co-parent at all. Like, at all. And if I need to show all of that, I totally will. If you guys want a video on that, just like I said, just comment it down in the fucking comments and I will totally break that down for you guys. So yeah, some people want to have that toxic baby daddy / baby mama relationship so bad when it doesn't even need to be that. Like, who the fuck is this nigga bouncing off of or contradicting or projecting from? Like, his own self. And probably his cousin too, but seriously, like, this is literally sickening to see. Like, it literally like, it like basically, it gets to me because he's a piece of shit and he's lying so hard. So everything could really be so simple. Some people just want a problem. And this is what I've always said. And he copied me. This is that reverse psychology shit. This is that narcissistic ass bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care how many times y'all argued in the past or didn't work out. That shit, the past. Stop trying to cause problems for the mother or father. And think about the child y'all created. Love the contradiction, bro. You are contradicting yourself so fucking hard right now. Like, so fucking hard that a nigga should fuck you in the fucking ass. Because that's how hard you are contradicting your own self in this situation right here. It's sickening, truly. Anyway. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, like, misery does love company. And y'all should see that. Because he was doing just fine when he was paying child support. Like, he wasn't being, like, super duper combative. He wasn't just, like, starting shit randomly and all that. But I noticed once he had lost his job, I believe sometime in maybe probably late November, because he stopped paying child support. Like, November, hold on, dude. My bad. Whatever it's not November. It wasn't November. That's the month after October. Damn, I'm really having pregnancy brain so bad right now, and I'm so sorry. Let's reset. Let me just take some prenatals. Let's take a pause, like I said, so I can take my prenatals, take my iron pills, do what I have to do really quick to take care of my baby and my brain, because it's starting. pregnancy shit, you know? So these are the prenatals I take. Absolutely love them. They're the organic, certified organic whole food multivitamin prenatals. And this is just the one that I could find like with the most goodies in it. Other than that, I don't have a blender, but my friend said they'd let me borrow their blender, but haven't been able to. Oh, this is empty. 1 second. Okay. So yeah, and as I was saying, I really wanted to use the blender to make the sea moss gel. That's like really like the best thing you could ever take as a prenatal, honestly. Like, it gives your body 99 of the minerals and nutrients that your body needs out of 102. And that's what I really wanted, but I'll get it eventually soon here. It's just been really hard because I've been doing everything by myself, pretty much for my son financially. And I have a lot of bills to take care of and everything, so I haven't been able to really just spend money where I want and how I want. But yeah. So, didn't notice that I'm all out of prenatals. So, guess I gotta go buy some more. So yeah, I do that. And then I guess recently my iron was low, so take my little iron pills as well. But I'm gonna wait till I can go back to Walmart real quick and grab me some more prenatals. I'm gonna do that after I get done with this here. So currently it is 4:03. So let's see. Back to what we were talking about then, I guess. Give me 1 second. So back to what I was saying, my bad. So yeah, I guess he lost his job late September sometime. His last child support payment was October 3rd, like I said, right before everything hit. Holidays, the big holidays, and our son's birthday, which he did not. Wasn't worried about that, but he was worried about. He wasn't worried about making sure his son had a good birthday or had a good Christmas or anything of that sort, but he was worried about getting some damn Halloween photos of his son. Why? So he can repost them. Why? So he can act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's active. That's what I be saying. Like, this nigga really doesn't even care. For real. So yeah. It's just funny how he projects a lot of how he really is. Anyways. This is the same dude. So basically, me and him were together from 2015 to 2019. We were together for 4 years. And then I finally gave up, like, because of all of his cheating, all of his lying and narcissistic ways. Like, I just couldn't deal anymore, you know? But at the time, I didn't know it was that exactly. I just thought he had growing up to do. The narcissistic, coming to awareness that he's really just a narcissistic person and he has narcissistic personality disorder. Definitely when he, like I said, he definitely also took the test, an online test, and admitted it to me. And he would always say shit like, I don't know why I do what I do. I'm just so stupid and shit like that. That's the shit that you guys don't see. That's the shit that he would do behind closed doors. Like, he would admit things to me, but never would he admit those things to you guys. So I just love that he tries to create a false narrative about me when really this is the type of shit that he is and he's about. Like, so yeah. December 30th, 2025. Having a kid with the wrong woman can feel like a life sentence too. And he shares it and he says, but I gotta take accountability because I knew better. Literally says the person that wanted any entry back into my life. I do have standards and boundaries now that I created, you know, after us being together. You know, that first time or whatever. It's just so funny to me. Like, it's so funny because he says that because I knew better. But then he wanted access to me without a relationship title, and then all of a sudden he was so happy to have the first love of his life back, and all of these other things, and blah 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 blah, right? Was acting like he wanted to marry me and create an actual family. And so we planned everything. Right. Our son was planned. He was not an accident. And the him that he was showing me, he just seemed so much better. Like, he seemed so matured now, and he really manipulated it. Like, created a facade, like, about who he was. And me being a little more naive, which I have to take accountability for. I was being a little bit more naive, gullible. I'm not gonna lie, kind of desperate as well. That was actually a time when I was very vulnerable, very feeling like low in my life. Because it's a lot. It's a lot. Family has a lot to do with it. My support system had a lot to do with it. Just everything. People just, nah. Anyway. It's ice cream, amazing. Strawberry. But, yeah, so it's just funny because he says that, but really it's the shoe is on the other foot. Because having a kid with the wrong man can also not even feel like a life sentence, but it is a life sentence. Especially when you're someone like me who has really been having to hold it all down. Like, for the first about year and a half of my son's life, he wasn't even on child support. I kept trying and trying to not make him have to do that. But it's like he kept using it over my head. And thankfully, karma caught up to him. I didn't even have to do anything. I guess in the state of Michigan, if you guys are like parents of the same kid, but you guys aren't married together in the same household, whatever, they end up wanting to put the father on child support in Michigan. So, yeah, I didn't have to even initiate that. The courts, the fucking state, government, whatever, they did that shit. And it was just so funny to me because they also, like I said, they did that shit and they decided the amount. I had nothing to do with that, but yes, he did complain heavily about the amount that he had to pay. and everything, but he was making like really good money. And when I did the calculations, it was like, wow, okay. He was making a little over $3,000 a month. And they were taking about like $760 for child support. I genuinely just felt like the middleman, the messenger. Don't shoot the motherfucking messenger. Like, that's just how I felt in that situation. But he kept like begging me to lower it, and it just made me more and more not want to, especially after the first whole fucking year and a half of my son's life. I had to fucking scrape and scrouge and try my hardest, like, to figure everything out when it came to like having to financially prepare for like my son and everything. Like, I let him claim our son on his taxes the first time because I hadn't done my taxes in a couple years, and I didn't know if that was like gonna have an effect on me, if they were gonna like try to take money from me. And I did not want them to take the money that I got for my son, you know, away from me. And I kind of regret that now because I should have just claimed them. But yeah, I didn't know I could not trust him when it came to the money ordeal. So yeah, he got his taxes done. We got $3,000 for our son on top of and then he also got like a little over $4,000 on top of that $3,000. So it was like $7,000 something. Tell me why that nigga blew through that shit. Tell me how. Just kept buying liquor, kept buying weed, kept door dashing, kept buying a bunch of switcher packets. And I mean, he would buy them by the packages, like the whole switcher package, like the whole thing. Swisher leaf packages. Those are the ones I'm talking about. The ones that are like 2 something a piece. But he would buy like a pack of 20 of them at a time. And he just kept buying them. On top of that, he bought him a PlayStation 5 with a professional controller, 2 regular controllers, all sorts of games and everything to go with it, and bought a Nintendo Switch, games to go with that, and accessories with that. Lied to me, told me that was for me, but he ended up taking it anyway. Piece of shit, right? Yeah. And then I don't know, I think he ended up possibly even sending some of it to his other child's mother, and yeah. So yeah. And then I kept asking him, like, how much does he have in the account? Because we were supposed to be buying a car with that money, you know, at least with the $3,000. He kept telling me it was there, and when it wasn't. This man kept lying to me about the money being there until he was all the way down to only $1,000. And this was around the time when his daughter had to come over for about a month, you know, for her to visit him. We weren't even together at this point because of just everything. Yes, he ended up cheating on me, like, while I was pregnant and just being disloyal, like having communications with other women and having inappropriate conversations with his other child's mother as well, and thought I wouldn't find out, but no dummy. Found out. So yeah. Once it was back down to that $1,000 mark, he's like, well, I gotta get my daughter still. And he wanted to rent a car. And that took $500 out. Because he had to rent a car, drive all the way down to Tennessee, and drive all the way back. So there went $500, and then of course the other $500 was nothing. It was gone. So there was that, and that completely devastated me because that was postpartum. For me, my son was only months old when that happened. Yeah, he was around like 4 or 5 months old. And that really hurt because we really needed transportation. And just for him to have already been a father, you know, to a daughter. And this is my first time being a parent. I knew what was important and what we needed to prioritize. And I was good with money. Like, he just wasn't, though. He will blow through money. Even through that whole PPP thing, he got $20,000. And to this day had nothing to show for it. He spent that shit up. And he even told me how he went to like a mall in Atlanta or something and spent a fucking shitload of it. Like, why didn't you invest? Why aren't you smart? Like, why didn't you put some of that to the side? Like, the smartest thing that he did do was, of course, he was living with his other child's mother at the time, living with her. And smartest thing he did with some of it, I think he paid like rent like 6 months in advance or something like that. And then he gave her like $5,000 of it too. And then he just spent up the rest basically. So yeah, you're a smart guy, right? No. That's why this man lived paycheck to paycheck and complained about child support. Because he is not good with money. He's not good with money management. And he genuinely he was making more money than me, and I always had my half of the rent ready on time. So what does that say? And he didn't. We would be late quite a bit because of him on rent. I always had my half though. Yeah, he was just a true nightmare. I'm definitely glad I got away from him. It's just the fact that I have to deal with him now. It's just like hell. It's hell on earth. And so that's why I find this one the most funniest. But I gotta take accountability because I knew better. When you're the one that manipulated me, made it seem like you were so in love with me, we were gonna have a family, we were gonna have all of these things, and then just for you to turn around and treat me like trash. Y'all have no idea. Y'all truly have no idea. Like, that's why I don't even care. Like, I care because I think you guys are bozos, but for fucking with this nigga and like, y'all are just so not smart. So basically, December 25th, 2025. The worst kind of woman is the one who pretends she's good, but in reality, she's a liar, a narcissist, a manipulator. That's you, bro. That's you. I didn't know you were a woman. Whoa, love the projection, because that is definitely the fuck you. That is all you, bro. But yeah, the worst kind of boy, the worst kind of assigned male at birth is the one who pretends he's good, but in reality, he's a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator. Love the fucking projection, bro. You are not about the NPD awareness shit at all. You are like, and I love it because he knows that I was all about it after that. I was all for it, all about it, went hard into it after having to deal with him that second time and having to really face the facts. So, yeah, that's another one. This one is super funny. 2 days ago, y'all can have the nonchalant ones. I want mine weak in the knees about me. You had that. And you could have had it again, probably with some other people. Like, such a manipulator. Another very, very laughable one 3 days ago. Date someone who can communicate, comprehend, apologize, and correct behavior. Literally, ask anybody he dated or talked to. He can't do any of that. He cannot. He's the worst type of fucking person. He just can't. He can't. But like I said, love the projection. That's all I really have to show y'all for right now. Yeah, just super duper funny to me. Just completely not necessary. Completely lied a lot when it came to that. Yeah, I just don't get it. I am very, very tired. After my long day of work today, and everything, and I only slept for about an hour and a half before I went to work. But yeah, just going to end this video here because, I just wanted to expose more truth behind a fucking manipulative ass liar. Like said in my pinned post on my Facebook, what gems are you getting from them? What evidence, what receipts are you getting from them? Nothing. You're getting false stories, false narratives, projection, and him flipping situations after. Oh my God. I feel bad for you guys that are truly like believing him and just like on his side. But whatever, dude. Teach their own. Keep sucking that nigga's dick. And with that, K-Velli out.